Hello, my loves. Welcome back to another episode of Your Auntie in Christ. I'm your host, Mercedes Thurman. Today, we're going to be going into the scriptures of 1 Peter 5:7 and Matthew 11:28. So today, we're going to touch bases on resting in the Lord, because resting in the Lord is very, very important. In Matthew 11:28 reads, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Rest, people may think of it sometimes as just like rest, but resting in the Lord is spiritual, is very different from just getting a regular rest. Spiritual rest in the Lord is trusting in Him rather than our own efforts, because His yoke is easy and His burden is light. Resting in the Lord has given us a chance to really rest spiritually, bringing us more into a partnership with Him, trusting in Him, trusting in His plan, in His timing, and just sitting in His goodness, in His grace, and really just basking in Him and resting, giving us a nice spiritual, peaceful rest into the Lord. For 1 Peter 5:7, it reads, "Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you." Jesus cares for us. We can cast all of our worries, all of our anxieties onto Him. Instead of trying to hold all of these things in us, we can cast them on to Jesus because He simply cares for us. Stop carrying the load and give it to God. We don't have to carry the load anymore. It is okay to give it to God because He cares. Give our worry, our anxiety, because all of these things eventually, it kills you inside. Stress and all of these things can kill us, but God restores us. So as God's children, we really have to learn to rest in Him more, to be restored by Him and His rest, to cast all our anxiety and our worries onto Him because He simply cares and He wants to help us, and we don't have to carry all of these things that we want to carry because His burden is light and His yoke is easy, and so therefore we can give it to Him. And it's very important because sometimes we can go into burnout or a lot of different things because we're not resting in the Lord as much as we should. I personally have learned resting in the Lord is very important, because when I don't rest in the Lord, I'm not able to function well, and I don't have that spiritual mental clarity that I need from the Lord, because if I'm not resting in Him. So it's important that I do rest in the Lord. So guys should rest more in the Lord, and that is very important. And I will ask you to take these scriptures to the Lord that I read to you today, so you can be able to meditate on these scriptures, because it's very important to rest in the Lord. Thank you for watching another episode of Your Auntie in Christ. Until next time.